is another glorious Tuesday. The Tuesday after the Super Bowl. Everybody cures that hangover on the Monday following. And Jay, I think it's the perfect time to give the people what they really want. That's another episode of the Protect You podcast.
Yeah, brother. No, it was a little bit of a, I don't know, underperforming. I guess excitement from my side of the world. I mean, I wanted to see more of a better Super Bowl. It was kind of just a little mid, as the kids say, right? And now I'm really wishing that it was like Josh Allen and Matthew Stafford, right? You know, you talked about that, but hey, it's all in all fun. Got to have a Protection United little Super Bowl party, right? You came in attendance. Obviously, our COO, which is,
of course,
the fiance, right?
Yes.
Just, had to be here doing all things. Big shout out to her for setting all this up. I just went and picked up the wings.
Yes.
That was,
you had the easy work.
That was my thing. And to make sure that everything was set up outside and the clean and the TV's working. But all in all, still a great day, right? Obviously, we had our executive assistant and her family came.
Yeah.
Also had the guy that's going to be on the set today, right? Our new director of player development, Chase King. But that part was fun.
Yes.
That part was fun. Got to hang out with you guys. We got to get shoot some hoops.
Yeah, we did. Got in a couple reps. It was good.
On the Protect You court. But no, it was good, man. The only thing that's sad is that now football is kind of over.
We got to wait 7 more months until we get proper regular season football.
Yeah.
That's what really stings about it all. But I think dampening a little bit of that pain, Jay, is both you and I had this game called correctly about a week ago.
Yeah.
We had that one called. You and I both said Seahawks. Computer Jesus, though, had a very interesting prediction for who would win his game in the form of chicken wings.
Well, yeah. Was it the chicken wings? Like, I forgot who he said. It was chicken wings against what, Computer Jesus?
We were doing chicken wings and smoked ribs.
Oh, okay. So did the wings end up being the champs?
They were really good, but I think the smoked ribs came out better.
Oh, upset alert.
Honestly, the one thing that was gone, we had no leftovers, were homemade pretzels.
The underdog.
That's a good pull.
Yeah, the underdog. I think I would have been on the rib side too. Was it beef or pork ribs?
Pork rib, baby back ribs.
Oh, stop it, bro.
Dry rub. Smoked.
Oh, that's it. Hey, Chase is from Memphis, Tennessee too. I can't wait to get my dog on the set. He knows a little bit about some pork ribs, man. That is. Yeah, if we would have come to your house, I don't know if anybody would have got ribs besides Chase and myself. That might have just been selfishly.
I don't know, man. You put food in front of me, I'm going to eat it. I did what I could with the spread that we had here to try and make a dent in it, but there was just too many wings to take on in one time.
Yeah.
What was the total that you hit? Wasn't it like, did you say 180?
I ordered 180 wings, and I hope all of them get eaten.
I still got some in my fridge. That's going to be lunch. That was lunch for yesterday.
Yeah.
It's going to be lunch for today.
Okay.
It'll be lunch for tomorrow.
Damn.
And if we're lucky, it might be lunch for the day after.
That's
tomorrow.
Good. I gave you like probably 100 wings.
It'll go to good use.
Yeah.
Most certainly it'll go to good use. But with the Super Bowl now behind us, it allows us to take our focus and lock in a little bit of what's been happening recently with crew in the news and guys that have been making the moves to the collegiate level.
Yeah.
We talked about the early National Signing Day and the success that we had, but then there was also the regular signing day. Everybody else trying to find their destinations and getting their homes, and Protection United obviously put in the work. Our athletes obviously well-deserving of their talents and the praise that they have gotten, but a lot of behind-the-scenes work goes into this, and I think we're good to just dive straight into this, Jay.
I'm with it, brother. I mean, hey, I love the fact that our guys, man, the crew in the news segment, right? We couldn't really show a whole lot of love to that early in the year because we had ball and get the call, and so many of our dudes are balling. But I love this.
Yes.
I love it, man. Let's just jump into it, man, and start showing some love to our guys.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it starts out pretty strong with a guy that we got to sort of after the season had settled. The dust had really calmed down, and we were thinking, man, we got to get this guy somewhere. We got to get him to the right place. And Ryan Randolph makes the jump now to the collegiate ranks out of Graceland University. I didn't know Elvis Presley had a school.
Hey, I didn't either. You took my joke, Jay. You took my joke. I like it. I got to stop telling you things I'm going to say doing the deal. But yeah, try to get him an outside NIL deal with the Lisa Marie. And see if we can do some other things for him as well. So definitely it'll be intriguing, right? It'll be intriguing to see. But all in all, definitely happy for him and, love everything, that Ryan is getting, right? One of the late signees here at Protection United, but also another success story right here with another 26 guy getting, what he ultimately deserves.
Absolutely. And speaking of 26 guys that deserve to have their loyalty rewarded, was a guy that we had signed on even before I was a part of the staff. Everybody knew this guy. Everyone was talking about the hype around him. We're, of course, talking about Rocco Devita, young man that was having to split reps during his varsity seasons at Tomball, but still gets out there, puts in the work, went damn near perfect during his entire high school career at the kicker spot for a really talented school out there in Tomball.
Mhm.
And he is rewarded for his work as he now makes the jump to Murray State. And not only that, Jay, he makes the jump to the Protect You podcast. We're very excited to welcome him on in as one of the many guests that we've talked about here in the 2026 class. He was a part of that 2026 extravaganza in the class event that we had.
He was.
But we are very happy to welcome in Rocco Devita to the set. Rocco, thank you so much for joining us, man.
Love it, man. Rocco. Oh, we've been rocking out, bro, since you were a little kid. Like,
Yes, sir.
the thing that was so crazy, I'll never forget the first time I met you, man. We're at SCFL, walking down the fields, and I'm passing field 3, so it's on my right-hand side, and I just hear this boom. And I'm like, what is going on over there? And I see this little scrawny kid just booting these footballs, and I'm like, what? What is going on out here? Like, is this like Dude Perfect? Like, is this like some kind of wonder kid that, we brought out for like some kind of show? Did not know that, fast forward to the day, man. And, getting to watch just your journey, right? And watch it. But what got you ultimately saying like, you know what? I'm a little kid and I want to be a kicker.
So, I mean, I really got put there unwillingly. I did not want to at first. I actually remember coming home from my first practice, and I was like upset with my mom, and I wanted to, I wanted to be a receiver. I wanted to make plays, score touchdowns, but
You want to be a playmaker.
yes, sir. But ultimately, I kind of just stuck with it, but also was playing on the other sides of the ball, and then kind of just started to focus on it my sophomore year is when I really locked in on just kicking and wanting to play at the collegiate level.
Okay. No, I like that, brother. And I mean, getting to watch you on the select world, because back then, like kicking field goals was a little taboo, right? I mean,
Yes, sir.
we see it obviously high school level, college, and obviously in the pros, but you didn't see that in like little league football, right? And getting to watch you, make game winning kicks to win state championships at the age of 10. I mean, like, and you were drilling them. I mean, like dead center, bro. Like, I mean, the mental part of the kicking game, like, kind of talk to us a little bit about that, because we have seen even the professionals, right, have issues with they start missing, right, and the next thing you know, right, even like going back to old Florida State Miami games. I might be showing my age here a little bit, but I remember Florida State used to be called the wide right crew, right? Because their kicker always missed a big game against the U wide right? So talk to us about how do you mentally stay locked in, as a kicker to not get what they call the yips?
So, I mean, really, it's just like a different mode you got to go into. Like, I get to just locked in and everything's just kind of silent. Like, I'm just focused down the line on the field goal. And, I mean, I don't really let it affect me. I try to just put it behind me, move on to the next kick if I do miss, and just make the best of it.
I got you, bro. And look, you even, we talk about not letting things get to you, right? You go to high school, right? Because in our minds, you were the best kicker in the area. I didn't know it was like a ton of y'all that were just walking around. I mean, you got like the great Stark Skozik, right? One of the best kickers, right? In this area as well. Ended up being number 1 in the nation for the 25 class, right? He went to Arkansas now. He's at the portals at LSU, like my girl Samara Coleman back here behind us. But you go to Tomball High School, right? You're slated to be the dude coming up ever since middle school. Now here comes another kicker that's just as good as you. And now you're having to split, kicks, I would say. How did you how did that affect you? And then how did that mentally also not break you?
So, coming in freshman year, I knew that there was a senior who was going to be leaving, and then I had recently learned there was a guy 2 years older than me, and so I knew I was going to have to wait a bit to get my time on varsity, and then once I got to that point, I started to it just like kept coming, like Tomball just kept getting kickers, and so I just I tried to not let it affect me, and just that made me work harder, I think, and just to get everything that I think I needed to get to.
I love that.
I like that. I like that. And I think it speaks volumes to your character too, to continue to fight through that adversity and continue to just persevere, because we've seen too, even at the high school level, where if guys keep coming in to fill those positions, they'll just hightail it and get out of there.
Yes, sir.
But I think, to what credit do you really give your mentality of wanting to stick through it and wanting to continue to battle for that position? What do you feel like that characteristic is owed to?
I think I just wanted to stay loyal. I didn't want to just get up out of there and go to another high school, because I mean, really, any of the kickers that have come through there could have done the same and just got up out of there, went and started 4 years as a varsity player. So, but I mean, it just made me more hungry to go out there and just take that spot.
Yeah, I love that, bro. And now here we are.
Yes,
Right?
sir.
Now here we are. Rocco, you had a good number of offers, right? On all different levels. And the uniqueness about kickers is it doesn't even matter where you go, right? Other positions, you need to be on a certain stage in order to get the eye of the NFL. But, we even learned, I believe on Super Bowl Sunday, right? Somebody was kind of telling us about how like they almost kind of control you guys. It's like y'all are almost like secret spies, and like they organically place y'all kickers, right, at different schools because of X number of reasons, right? So, but what made Rocco say Murray State is where I want to be?
The coaches, Coach Wright and Coach Lawrence, I mean, they showed me amount of love that no one else did. I just really liked the whole entire staff. And when I got up there, saw the area, saw the facilities, I mean, it just felt like that's somewhere I need to be.
Okay.
And when you finally did make that decision, what was the reaction like inside of the household? Was it exhilaration? Was it just the relief of it all? What was that feeling like?
It's one of the best feelings I've had throughout my career, just because me and my mom, this has just been something I've been working for 4 years. And just, I was looking forward to the signing day since I was a freshman, sitting in there watching the older guys sign, I knew I wanted to do that. And so, just knowing I finally have my official home, it took so much more relief and stress off to kind of get out of that recruitment process.
So when I called screaming in the phone, bro, could everybody up at Murray State hear me? I was on speaker.
We're actually in the airport, but
so everybody in the airport could hear me.
I think so.
Hey, bro, I was so happy, bro. I was so happy for you. And and to get a scholarship, there too, brother. Just speaks the high volumes, right? Of all it takes is just one school to truly believe and buy into you. And now you're getting to continue to live your dream, Rocco. And I cannot wait, homie, to watch. So last question here. Have you talked to them about the depth chart? Have you talked to them about, you potentially getting to come in? Do you think it might be a red shirt play year one and then go from there?
Yes, sir. So the situation there right now is they have two guys who are both a year older than me. So they were the class of 2025, and then there'll be me. But they think I have a good chance of doing it, and so do I. So, just these next few months, that's really what I'm focusing on, just fixing the little things, and so I can just come in there and get some playing time. And if I don't, redshirting's cool. So
yeah, exactly. There's nothing wrong with that. You got height too, bro. You're not like this little scrawny kicker that could also be a horse jockey, right? You're 6'1", right?
Yes, sir.
And yeah, so those long legs, I think it's going to take you a very long way, my friend.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we'll be very excited to see where your journey takes you from here, whether that's that red shirt year or whether that's you getting those significant plays and some maybe shout outs here in ball and get the call in the near future, Rocco. We're very excited for you, man. We appreciate you taking the time to join us here.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys for having me.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And not only that, but obviously a great shout out here to the Devita family with the second of the announcement graphics, the one that really commemorated it all, was the one that got the rest of the family involved.
Exactly. Yeah. I love this picture. Look at that. Great mom. JC is someone that, has been just a dear friend to, my family and, just love seeing, her just love and support her son. Man, this picture really, truly just kind of shows the commitment of how important the parents are to this process. I mean, us here at Protection United, we can only do so much. Rocco keeping the main thing, right, by just making his kicks. But without that last piece, which I feel is the most important piece, the love and support of a parent, right? Bringing it all together. And, she came to Protection United. She wanted to make sure that we could get everything, done, for Rocco. She knew what we were doing here at Protection United. And she also knew that what her son needed, right? And, Jason, we, honestly appreciate you allowing us to represent, your son, which is your most important asset, right? And I'm so happy and blessed that we were able to be a part of his journey. And I know for me, being a former coach, being a former mentor from the football side now, we're kind of on that business side with them together, but most importantly, getting to keep the family together. So a big shout out to you. And obviously Rocco, and like Jake said, this is only the beginning, and we cannot wait to get started and watch him do his thing on a collegiate level.
Absolutely. We're very excited, not only for that, but we're also very excited for the rest of the Protect You crew members that continue to pile up those offers, continue to really rake in the success. And I think the best way to phrase it is build up the momentum. Once that snowball effect really starts to hit, it's hard to keep it going from downhill.
I know. And here's the deal. Like, we got, one more 26 coming in. Now, all our 26s are done, which is phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we put out the graphics. We show people what we did in the year one recap. We got one more guy that's coming. We don't know when he's coming, but he's coming, and that'll close out. But Jake, I mean, now we got 27s.
Yep.
We got 28s. We got our guys that are just loading up with offers. I mean, these people, guys, that we're about to announce, you're going to be like, wait, am I watching the live episode or am I watching the replays? Because I'm hearing the same dudes over and over. Look here. We can't help it when these offers are coming in. All we do is just report the news.
Say game respect game.
Game respects game.
Game respects game. And game respects a lot of the Protect You crew members that we're going to start off here with none other than King Lag. Jamal Lag with a big time offer from none other than Big Ten newcomer Oregon.
Man.
We're very excited for Jamal.
Bro, Nike you. Nike you. By the way, we got to stop tagging On 3 Keith. I think he's done. Everybody tags him, and I'm like, he's the only one that's like blacked out. Regardless, it's Oregon. Quack, quack, the Ducks. Everybody knows me, knows I love those color schemes. I love Nike. We got Nike shirts. Like, Nike's getting free endorsement on all Protect You apparel, right? But anyway, Maul getting this offer. You want to talk about, it's just, it doesn't get any better than this, in my opinion. I mean, there'll be other offers, but everybody that knows Jamal's story and his, like, I even told his dad, like, and you can come back to us now, Computer Jesus, real quick, but I told his dad that we love the fact that he is making a name for himself. Jake, I'm telling you, bro, if I can find highlights of when Jamal was playing Pee Wee football, I told his pops, dude, keep him on defense. I know he loves to run the ball. I know he loves to be a receiver. Jake, I've never in my life seen a little 7, 8-year-old kid be the smallest kid out there. And I mean, be the most aggressive. Like, Jamal was trying to just take people's souls and put it in his lunchbox and take it to school after nap time.
That's what happens when you got that chip on your shoulder. You play like you've got another type of engine in you.
Dude, I don't know if he had a chip. Jamal's just got like a mean,
He's
nasty
got that mentality.
Yeah, but it's awesome that he gets to get it out on the field. He's like scrappy.
Yeah.
Just think about that. I mean, that's what he is. But anyway, I'm telling you now, when this kid puts on that muscle mass that we know is coming when puberty fully hits, he's already got the measurables. He's already got the height. He's already got the wingspan to play it. Wait till he puts on muscle. But Jamal, we're happy for you, brother.
Yes, and from one DB now to the next, Fort Bend Travis continues to create some excellent talent. We've talked about Josiah. We've talked about Ethan Williams. We've talked about David Brewer. But once more, we return to Joshua Vilmel, who picked up 2 big-time offers, starting from the other Nike U, the other school that loves to use those different colors and different uniforms in different ways. And that is, of course, TCU, one of the leading programs in the Big 12, now over to his second offer that he picked up as well. And we're talking about SEC country in Kentucky coming to the Vilmel house.
Hey, look here. I'm telling you now, Jake. Like, look, I'm only rooting for him to go Big 12 only because the guy over on your left shoulder, right? You know, then you got Davis Kenny at Arizona State. His big bro, Josiah, is at Kansas State. Just imagine all them going against each other, right? Former all high school teammates. Like, think about that. Like, they dominated Fort Bend Travis secondary for years, and then they're going to be going. That's the stuff. And then, of course, you know what's going to happen, right, Jake? The media is going to come out and say, oh, look at that. They're poaching. They're not even knowing about this. So we'll make sure to keep this in the archives on our YouTube channel. So that way we can come back to this and be like, guys, they grew up together.
Yeah.
Do you know they live like 2 or 3 houses apart?
I did know that.
Look, we've been on meetings with the Kennys, and then the Vilmels come in the house, and I'm like, hey, don't forget we got a meeting with y'all in like 30 minutes. Don't get comfortable playing video games.
We'll just walk right back. We'll hop the fence and we'll be right back in our place.
Dog, that's like how much talent's on that damn street?
It's loaded. The amount of D1 offers on that street alone.
P4
my God.
Yeah. Anyway, continue to move the show.
But Jay, one thing that I think would make it just a little bit more interesting and some more potential Protect You crew members joining the Big 12 would be none other than Jalen Kilo, as he picked up another offer, this time from none other than Iowa State.
Yeah.
The Cyclones coming in and bringing some big-time offers to the Willis area.
Man, look here, bro. Like, we might have to change this company to DBU crew. Like, geez. Like, I mean, is there any other bigger DBs? I mean, we already got Jordan White. Just wait for his offer to start coming in. Like, but anyway, let's finish with Jalen, and then we'll jump across the board there. But I mean, Kilo is the guy that is going to continue to get offers. Like, this young man, I am telling you, every school in the nation, I'm telling you, you want this young man. I mean, he's already got the frame. He's already got the height, the width, and these colleges are starting to recognize it. And it's just so funny to me because he's a young man that is also a hooper that was like, I go play football. I don't want to be in PE, so I'll go play football. Oh, I'm good at it. He's literally the equivalent of a Happy Gilmore that told Chubbs, like, hey, how about if I just get it a hole in one every time? Just get it in the hole. I think I'll just do that. Damn, okay. That easy. That's him on the DB Island. That is him. He is a dude, and I'm so happy for him. Only the beginning for this young man.
Yes.
Only the beginning. He's got to finish basketball season. I cannot wait to get him back on the 7-on-7 field so he can start showing the nation what he can do. And, of course, spring ball when it comes to showing all the skills and all the assets. We got so many big plans for this kid. The training is coming his way. Jake, he will also be one of the top DBs in the nation.
Yeah, I absolutely doubt that. A very versatile skill set that pays off on the field as well as behind the scenes. And another guy that we're also very excited to continue to build up the hype around is none other than Bryson Dossett, one of our guys that has been building up some really positive momentum. And he did it even further with an offer coming in from the Duke Blue Devils. That's our guy out there picking up another D1 offer, his 11th now. And not only that, Jay, he's putting in work on the track as well. He competed in his first track meet of the season the other day, 14.36 seconds in the boys' 110-meter hurdles, which is the fastest in the nation.
Hey, Bryson Dossett might be one of the most interesting men in Protection United right now. Chase King is so intrigued by this young man, and we're happy for Bryson.
Yes.
Happy for Bryson. He's one of the top safeties in the nation. Everybody knows it. And that world-class speed is going to take him very far.
Absolutely, absolutely. And another guy that continues to build up some positive momentum. Now to the offensive side of the ball. We've talked a lot about the defensive guys here. Well, we got to put some respect on Darnell Jackson Jr.'s name as he picked up an offer from none other than Tulsa, a guy that throughout the regular season picked up offers from schools like A&M, Arkansas, Kansas, And now he picks up one from Tulsa.
Yeah, and these schools know, they recognize talent. That Grand Oaks was more of a running school, so that's why his numbers were down. But that PFF grade is what kept DJ on the top of a lot of these schools' boards. Watch what he does this year. See?
Yeah.
Watch him blow. Watch the language. It's a family show. Watch him blow up, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, Darnell Jackson will end up being a household name in the next few years. Mark it down.
Yes, that's going to be a lethal offense that the Grizzlies are going to be cooking with. Darnell Jackson Jr. might get a little bit of sprinkling of some Harley Adams highlights in there as well.
Just give him the ball.
Just give him the ball.
Coach McDowell, you're my guy. You know I love you, bro. I can't wait to give you a hug again. Just throw him a screen. Give him reverses. Move him around. Put him in the backfield. Let him catch balls out of the backfield. Treat this guy like JSN.
Yeah.
Right?
And you'll be rewarded.
You'll be rewarded. A lot of success with that. Anyway.
Yes, one guy that is very, very much building up a lot of hype in the right direction.
Yeah.
And one other guy here to cap things off, last but most certainly not least. Who needs an introduction when we're talking about Kingston Byer, who picked up his 5th D1 offer over the past couple of days with New Mexico coming in. We built a strong relationship with the Lobo program, and now they offer our guy Kingston Byer, who also took home the Padilla poll for the winner of the TAPS D2 Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, I mean, look, you and I know, when we first saw this film, we're like, how the hell this dude ain't got no offers? You know, Daddy was confused. We were confused too. So most of the times when you get contacted by parents, you're like, man, look, that's your kid. You're going to say this. But the film don't lie.
Oh, yeah.
I remember reaching back out to Steven by our pops, and I'm like, dude, first of all, hell yeah, we'll represent your kids. Second of all, we're going to make sure he gets offers. And I will say, which is funny, you know, this is the first in history where, Jake, you've had to like edit this thing last minute.
Yep.
Because we got this information this morning. Big shout out to my guy, Bo Davison, general manager at New Mexico. Reached out, and I'm like, hey, how serious are you over this guy? I don't want my guys coming up for no junior day on their dime just because y'all are kicking the tires. He's like, oh, no, we love this kid. You'll see, Jay. Well, damn it, Bo, you were right. You were right. We'll keep feeding New Mexico, homie, as long as you're there. Got a couple of safeties. Now you might potentially have a nose guard, which I call him now the gap stopper. That's going to be his new name for me. I can't wait for this upcoming season. I put a hashtag out on the Protection United X page. Hashtag gap stopper.
Yes.
Stopper, gap stopper. There, we're going to get it right.
Yeah, but Kingston is undoubtedly one of the guys that's been building up the most national hype. Back-to-back state champions. Really strong opportunity for that All Saints program to three-peat as TAPS D2 state champions. Kingston still undefeated as a starter. Gabe Vasquez-Starling is getting out there on the offensive end. He's building up some positive momentum. I think it's going to be hard to stop that All Saints crew, but
I mean, they'll be going for the 3rd straight state championship.
A three-peat?
A three-peat.
Come on.
A three-peat. Guys, everybody that was on here, parents, y'all know I love y'all. If we didn't get something right, if we said something wrong, please go on our YouTube page, right? Go to Protection United YouTube's page. Computer Jesus is standing by, waiting for your comments, questions, corrections, right? Because what we have like what do we call the correction segment at the end?
We call check the tape.
Check the tape.
We
okay.
check the tape.
So if there's any corrections, Computer Jesus will get it. But don't text me right now because I'm not looking at my phone. Like, I'm not doing that. Go on our YouTube. And I really want y'all to go on our YouTube with any comments or questions because we got a special guest coming on the show here in a second. Once we get him steed up and ready, my guy's been nervous about it. We feel he's going to be great. I'm so pumped to have this dude here be a part of Protection United. And it's no other than our guy, Jace King. So we can get my guy here, welcoming him to the crew. His dad was like, Jay, like, what's up with the mug shot? Like, did y'all take this in El Paso? I'm like, no, man, this is just the background. That's the one picture we want to send. I think our color scheme might have threw it off, but
maybe it may have.
But here he is either way. Here he is.
In the flesh.
In the flesh. Chase King, welcome to the Protect You
Extremely
podcast, brother.
Up. Extremely fired up.
Are you?
Yep, no doubt.
You loving this new gig of yours?
Just loving it. Transition was easy, just excited to, continue to grow this thing.
Dude, I love it, bro. Look, first of all, before we jump into the questions, man, just want to give this quick story, Jake, because I love sharing my stories with you, Jake. This is how you get to learn about Jay's life a little bit more, right? Find this young man, right? I've known him forever. Me and his daddy in fantasy league met 20 years ago. Love his dad, Mike King's one of my dudes. And we both are raising sons. We both know his son's older, obviously, than Jalen and Chase. Following his football career, watch him go through, all the little levels, high school and all the things. He'll tell us about that more in detail. But getting back to the point of the story, now Jalen is getting recruited by Austin Peay, one of the schools that Chase was at. And this dude's showing mad love, right? Doing all the things you expect coaches to do. And I'm like, man, this is awesome, man. He's showing love to Jalen. He's setting up everything, checking in, sending graphics. Good luck against the Woodlands. Good luck, blah, blah, blah. Can't wait to get you up here on summer camp. Can't wait to get you here for an OV visit. All the things. Dude, then I found out this dude wasn't even getting paid $1. This was like a volunteer gig. I'm like, you kidding me? I'm like, you put that much love and passion in and you're not even getting paid nothing. Nothing, bro. That was one of the major reasons why, Chase, I wanted you to come be a part. I'm like, damn, dog, if you're going to do that for free, what you going to do when you got a salary? Right?
A little check on that.
Hell yeah. Anyway, man, so like talk to us just a little bit. We want to know about your upbringing in essence of what truly made you fall in love with the game of football.
Yeah, no, for sure. So for me, those first memories really come from early on. Early on playing pickup football in the front yard with your neighbors, using our water jug as the side hose on the house. And then kind of, at an early age, going up to, Knoxville, Tennessee, watching the Tennessee Volunteers play in front of 100,000 people with your pops.
Yeah.
That passion and enthusiasm really just sunk into me at a young age, and it kind of carried me through, Pee Wee, middle school, high school, and then, ultimately college football. So really, really early on for me.
Saying you talk about too having that collegiate experience, and I think that's a good way to like bridge the gap between where you are now and the athletes that we're representing here at Protection United. What was your experience like at the collegiate level of getting those pads on and going out there and just putting in the work on the field? How do you feel like that has paid off in terms of being able to relate to the guys that we represent now at Protection United?
Huge. Just the mental aspect of getting outside of, your comfort zone, going 6 hours away to East Texas. You've never been there, didn't know anybody besides the coaches that recruited you, just getting out of that comfort zone and then just maturing, having to go through those long nights of, am I going to get to, play? Am I going to move up that depth chart? Will it happen? That uncertainty kind of just, pushed me over that edge maturity wise and kind of gives me that extra little, edge that I, probably wouldn't have had if I stayed home closer to Memphis and stayed in that nest with the family.
Yeah, no, and it's funny you say that because I was the same way. Like I was always, my sister made fun of me because like she graduated high school and she moved her ass to Boston, Massachusetts. Like I'm out, but she's like, Jay, you'll never leave Memphis. You'll never leave, And so I feel you on that, right? But however, sometimes you got to put yourself out there, right? And you got to be able to want to make a change. And speaking of that, right, after your playing days, what made you want to like stay a part of the game, right? To where you were like seriously looking at, man, I'm gonna make a career out of this.
The biggest thing for me was getting out of playing was seeing all the connections and doors that had opened for me. So seeing how it had helped me without the support system of Protection United, and being able to have the opportunity to get into coaching and open those doors for other athletes, extend my reach and help other kids get into, some rooms that they may not be able to get into was kind of like the big reason I wanted to get into it. And then at the end of the day, it's football. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So at the end of the day, it's football. So, that was the biggest thing. And also being able to help kids,
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think, Jay, you and I have had this talk multiple times of, we're sitting watching ESPN of trying to take in all the news, take in all the scores and everything that's going on. And we're like, man, this is our job.
Mm-hmm.
This is our job.
Mm-hmm.
We get to watch football and we get paid for it.
Right. No, exactly. No, bro. And like, and I want to ask you this, right, before we transition to where it ultimately got you to this side of the world, but give us like, what was, without giving names, right, because we want to keep everybody safe here, but give us or tell us like one of the craziest things that you have seen from like the inside coach's world in regards to just whatever, it may be, whether it's with a parent or an athlete or in the middle of a game. Like, just give us something to where Jake and I could be like, what?
Yeah, so official visit, parents, is you get different characters, different, people all across, the nation and different personalities, I'll say. Had one kid's parent. Kid was great. We loved the kid. It was committed to us for a while, so we had a relationship with everybody, but dad had just come back in the picture. So he comes on the visit. Visit goes great, but we get a call from the hotel. few days later, we got a $700 charge from the hotel room.
Oh,
Not gonna name any names. But we had a parent had a little, it was his visit too, I guess. He was celebrating a little too hard at that hotel room. Put it on that UTEP expense. You know? So I'm not gonna name what went on, or who it went on with.
Yeah,
we can put the pieces together.
It was a good time. He had a good time. Let's just say that.
Yeah, I love that, man. Well, before we transition into another role that you have here, being our de facto male Kuiper, as we get ready to announce some new crew members, what ultimately, made you want to come essentially to the other side of the table, right? Still getting to stay within the game, still getting to be a part of it. But, you coming to Protection United, because I know you had a ton of other offers and other opportunities to whether stay in coaching or go be in some other parts of the sports world. But what made you ultimately want to come here?
Ultimately, kind of the past 4 or 5 years in football, in the recruiting side of things, dealing with, street agents, everybody's mother, brother, cousin, SoundCloud rapper, and kind of seeing where the game was going. And then ultimately seeing what Protection U did outside of just NIL negotiations, from, brand management, brand development, to me going on visits, just to, help get a better view of things. Seeing how y'all handled business, and you in particular, was the biggest reason. And then it opened doors where I was telling you earlier about helping my reach with kids. I'm not doing it for just one university, one coach now. I can do it for, kids across the nation. So getting out of that pigeonhole of one university, one coach, and then losing those kids in 2-3 years to the Texas, the Alabamas of the world, on this side, I could help promote more kids and get them to, open more doors for them ultimately at the end of the day.
Man, love that, Chase. Well, we're so excited to have you here, brother.
Fired up.
Man, we're fired up. You ready to mail Kuiper this time?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Then let's do it. I know some of y'all in the chat have been looking forward to this segment here where we announce the newest members of the Protect You crew. We got 4 of them coming in here, and they hit different levels here, Jay. We start off with technically a class of 2026, already made his commitment and will be joining Sam Houston as part of the offensive line. I'm, of course, talking about Trey Williams, the big body man, guy that we were talking about just this weekend, but already decided, you know what? I like what I'm seeing. Let's move forward into the Protect You crew.
I love it, man. And as we get ready to start this film, Chase, you kind of break this down and tell us what excited you about this young man.
Yeah, this first clip, Trey sets himself up for success just from the get-go. Good athletic stance. Comes off the ball. You'll see his he doesn't raise up, gets his feet underneath him, drives his feet, and then puts this kid into the dirt. And then here's another great example. Trey kind of gets out of place here. You'll see Trey gets out of place here a little bit, gets knocked off his block a little bit, resets his feet, gets his hands back locked in, and then you're going to see a lot of this throughout his highlight. Kids end up on the ground.
Yeah, and that's the thing, Chase. Like, how important is that in regards to like hand placement, as well as taking proper angles on blocking?
Huge hand placement. We called it championship edge. You get inside of that, it's hard to get out. How to get off blocks, hard to manage that as a D lineman. Here we're going to see Trey's just pure strength. He's going to get this kid, throw him out the club, and then again he's going to
go right back at him.
And then your question, that the way he's finishing plays here, this is any offensive lineman looking at tape. That's what you want to see. Mm-hmm. Going through the whistle, I want to see a little nastiness. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's clean though, right?
Clean, not after the whistle. Mm-hmm. Not cheap shot. Kids looking. It's just his parents might not like it, but it's within the frames of the game.
Yeah, and I love how he shows love to his teammates, because he could have easily cut the clip. He wanted to let that dude finish that 80-yard touchdown run.
80-yard touchdown.
He just wanted to show love to his guy.
And I like, too, that this is a little bit more of that dynamic, that teammate dynamic that we've been talking about. 2 teammates, obviously, with Zaya Dolphe out there at Huntsville, but now he makes his jump to the collegiate level. Chase, what is it that really seals the deal for you here that was like, yeah, this guy is definitely a D1 talent and definitely deserves to be a part of the Protect You crew?
That clip right there. Well, his feet, first off, you see it in that clip, good quick feet, and then obviously, just that violence, that mean streak in him. It is really what you love to see as an O-line, like a O-line coach wants to see, that vision. You can't teach that. That's not something you can go in the lab and teach. That just comes with you,
Okay, so that's just a lot of natural God get the talent. However, you could tell that the kid wants it.
100%.
So Sam Houston, what you're saying is getting a steal.
A dog.
They're getting a dog.
A dog.
Hey, Chase Kuiper.
That's what we're all about.
Chase Kuiper right here. That's on number 1. Hey, I mean, I love the fact that Trey's with us. So excited to be representing this young man. And, his future's so bright, so bright. And, hey, let's just say that Sam did a good job of putting that cocoon around him. Him being a Huntsville guy. Sam is in Huntsville, Sam Houston, and it's just kind of right down the road. And,
Yeah. We like that local connect.
Yeah.
That local connect that they got going.
We can just get down the street to go Sam.
Absolutely. Hey, that's a huge pitch for the families.
That is.
We're right down the street. Come watch your kid play.
Yeah.
100%.
Although we will get on the flight. Don't get it twisted. Hey, for my guys all over the nation, when you're thinking about, I want to go, hey, we'll come see you.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, trust me, we will be there. Jake and I went all over last year.
That we did.
We will be there. East Coast to West Coast.
But it's an interesting trend that we're going to be noticing here with the new members of the Protect You crew. That was a class of 2026. Now we transition over to the class of 2027. Jay, I'm very excited about this guy. You're very excited about this guy. Chase is pumped about this guy. Everybody at Protection United.
We already got his big brother. We got his big brother. It makes sense. Let's bring him. You got to get the big bro. You might as well bring the little bro. That's what we do here.
That's what we're all about.
That's what we do.
That family connection brings in none other than Caden Williams, Willis defensive back, class of 2027, big body game wrecker, who's already got offers on the table. But Chase, go ahead and break this guy down, because I know there is a lot to look at with none other than Caden KO.
Oh, you know what
KO
stands. You know what that stands for. I mean, offers from Syracuse, UTSA, North Texas, and UTEP. This was playing middle linebacker here, Chase.
I mean, Caden's biggest thing is athleticism. Look at his speed here. Gets his foot in the dirt, and then, like you said, KO for a reason. You know what I mean? And then right here, we'll get to see Caden's, his change of direction, open field tackle, big time turnover, big time play.
Oh man, right here is going against one of the perennial #1 team in the state.
Picks up the back out of the backfield, shows his ability to change direction. But biggest thing is his decision making. Comes downhill with that speed again, and then lights up that quarterback for another incomplete pass. Similar play here, just shows his speed, shoots out of a cannon, makes his decision, gets there, and then KO for a reason. And you love to see this. You're on the goal line. Big time players make big time plays and big time moments.
Yeah,
and that's what you do.
And not only that, too, against one of the best O lines that we've seen from last year out there at College Park. I think that speaks very highly of what he's got going on out there.
Oh man, yeah, Caden is a absolute monster.
And then he's a hybrid type guy, but this shows that he can play inside and get through that, sift through that trash a little bit, and then make that minimal gain there for. And again, here we go, just pure athleticism and speed. Comes downhill, and that's a sack. That QB thought he had a chance. And
right there is against the quarterback there, by the way, is a TCU commit.
There you go.
Right? I mean, so it wasn't like he was doing that against, he wasn't doing that against scrubs.
Yeah,
Exactly. And so, I mean, you see that, right? And we're hearing rumors that he's now going to start kind of sliding more to that box safety / rover position. They needed him at inside linebacker, right? But seeing him potentially transition, like, how do you think that's going to, transition, to help him?
Big time. I think it's great in the recruiting process of just being versatile in multiple positions, but also just like I kept mentioning, his athleticism, his speed. I mean, his ability to cover at that, that box safety spot is going to put him over the edge, but also live up to that KO name. You know what I mean? He's still going to come down. He ain't going to be something to be easy to move out of the way on that line, so.
Yeah.
And he's a very versatile athlete.
So in your honest opinion, right, and we always say we keep it real with our people here, right? So I'm putting you on the spot here, but do you feel that this young man, if he goes to that box safety spot, could be for sure a fire P4 type guy?
I truly do, especially at this stage. I mean, we still got a whole nother off season to go. Let's remember that as well. You know, this ain't going into next week being signing day. We're still in the lab. You know what I mean? So I think with that combined with Caden's work ethic and athletic ability, I think that's P4. Of course, the floor.
Hey, damn, that's the floor.
Sam, I mean, he's already picked up some really solid P4 offers. We're talking Syracuse, UTSA, North Texas, and then none other than UTEP. Also got out there and showed a little bit of love to Caden Williams. We keep it in District 13 6A for this next guy and a class of 2028 quarterback. We talked about how we love us some DBs. We also love us some quarterbacks here, Jay. And I'm very excited to welcome on into the crew none other than Peyton Beckett. Caney Creek High School program that continues to build some strong momentum. Jay, you and I, we both love Coach Heineman out there coaching the Panthers. And I think there's a lot to look forward to with the upside that Peyton Beckett has here in terms of his development and his skill set.
Yeah. I mean, and that's what with Peyton, came to us, rolled up on us at a 7-on-7 deal for RG3 and basically said, guys, I need help. I need representation. But you see this first clip, Chase, talk to us and break that down from that QB spot.
We're actually going to see from the end zone angle here. I mean, just the pocket awareness to step up, take a hit, show the toughness, and deliver a strike for the first down. Just beautiful play by him with that pocket awareness. Peyton's football IQ here is like, goes through his reads, understands, hey, I got to get this ball out now, gets it out, and moves that chain again. Here we're going to see again Peyton's pocket awareness is elite. He's going to feel that pressure, that pocket closing in, and then let him run. Let him run a little bit, show some athleticism, show some speed. And then again, he didn't go out of bounds. That says a lot. That says volumes as a quarterback. If you're running out, I want a dog.
Right.
I want somebody who's going to go out there and lead the team and and prove it, not just, speak it.
Wow.
Here, we're going to see his quick release, get it out, across the field, right only where his guy. Right here, we're going to see a little bit more of his arm strength and accuracy. Puts it only where his guy can get it. First down.
And he's doing this against some of the top defenses in District 13 6A too, Chase, by the way.
100%. Another dot by Peyton right there. And then here we go again with the quick release. Understands where he's got to get the ball, touchdown.
But
it's
that solid decision making.
It is.
And I like you said there, Jay, he's got confidence about him. He knows what he does really well on the field.
Right.
Tuck it and run. I can improvise and I can get the ball to my guys when I need to.
Right. And I think for me, the best exciting thing was, like I said earlier, he rolled up on us, looked me dead in my eye, and was like, I need help. I need representation, right? I get that I'm a little undersized as of right now. I know that it's kind of stacked against me. I'm not playing for one of the premier high schools here in the city of Houston. However, I know that I can play somewhere, right? And everybody knows that everybody's journey is different. Everybody's journey is different. Go look at Trinidad for Ole Miss.
100%.
Jeez.
What was he before that? Cam Ward.
Yep.
I mean, everybody's journey is different. And, shout out to the Beckett's, love the fact when we Zoom with the parents, Daddy was like, hey, Jay, you can stop this presentation mid-presentation.
First time.
My son is in my ear and telling me, Dad, just come on. Let's roll. Let's go. This is the guys that I want repping us. Peyton, we're excited. Beckett family, appreciate you guys for allowing us to represent your son. And, hey, we're just getting started at 28.
Yes.
So we got time, right?
Upside is there. It's there, and I can't wait to work with Peyton and the family for the next 2 years. You know what I mean?
Love it.
Biggest thing.
We'll be all hands on deck there for the Beckett family. We're very excited to welcome him in. And we talked about, too, how important development time is and the time that you can put in behind the scenes in terms of honing your skills and really trying to pay off that effort that comes down the line. Well, how about this? A class of 2029 in the form of C.J. Wilson, Cedric Wilson Jr.
Yeah.
We're very excited to welcome him on in. Another out-of-state guy, but we're very excited to see what the young buck can get out there and do. And I think, Chase, his highlight film really speaks to itself in terms of the mindset that he already has at such a young age.
Yeah, biggest thing to piggyback off that, Jake, is, like you said, that mindset. For him to be at 29, and what I'm about to explain here is like his vision. He's watching the quarterback's eyes here, right? And he's waiting for him to make a mistake. Oh, quarterback makes a mistake. Guess what? Now it's just a house call. And guess what you're not going to do? You're not catching CJ. So good luck with that. So love that about him. And like I said, at 29 with that vision, with that mentality, the upside is enormous.
Absolutely, man.
Even here, we're just going to see pure athleticism. He's going to show his speed, cross field, make a guy miss, and then ultimately get his team into, field goal position right here.
And I like, too, that he relies a lot on that speed, but it's not necessarily the thing that defines him. He's got great vision, like you've talked about here in the backfield, and I think that break on the ball definitely
that break on the
shows
ball, hip fluidity right there is elite. You don't see that from many 29-year-olds. Same here. Opens his hips up, stays in phase with the receiver, and then I don't care what quarterback you are, that's a tough window to get that ball in there. Another great example here, it shows a little bit his willingness to tackle. CJ's coming downhill, keeps the ball handler in leverage, and then makes a big time play in space. Here we go with his vision again. Should have had another pick six right here.
I like it. I like it though. I like that too. Like we said here, he's got the mentality. He knows what he needs to do on the mental side of it, and now he can work with it physically behind the scenes since he has so much time here before he makes that jump to the D1 level.
Just to piggyback off you, Jake, that we have 2 years to fine tune this thing. We can get in the lab. We can go get on tape with Logan, our talent scout,
right?
and we can get in the lab with CJ and his family and
Yeah.
hey, work on these things for the next 2 years. This tape we're going to watch in a few years. I mean,
right. And he's already got the height.
right?
Measurables
are there.
Yeah, the measurables there from the height perspective, right? We know that, organically he's going to get bigger and stronger just because that just happens in life, right? I mean, you look at us three cut guys on the stat. I mean, you guys think that we built this overnight? No.
Long hours in the gym, you know what I mean?
Yeah, long hours in the gym. We're going to go with that. I like that. But seriously, I mean, a 29, he's got 3 more years of high school football, right? And he's graded out as an athlete because he can play running back as well as DB. But Chase, in your personal opinion, just off what you see now, right? And we're not holding your feet to the fire because we understand long ways to go. But where do you see him potentially grading out on the college level from the position?
I mean, from the tape I got right now, I'm going with cornerback. Just like I said, that hip fluidity and that ability to change direction, love it. Especially at that, like we said, that 29. He's a 29. He was 14 years. He's a young cat.
Yeah.
For him to be able to display that at such an early age, I truly see him, filling out that role even better, even more in the next few years.
Yeah, well, and I will say that from my side of the world, which is negotiating NIL deals with the GM, like it's going to be. Kabir, just come to us, all 3 of us, real quick on the camera. Thanks. So, like, I'll say that, like, coming and looking at things from that perspective of DBs are getting paid a little bit more than running backs right now. Running backs, they're just kind of stockpiling those guys, and it's kind of a running back by committee. But however, we are able to see that if you can sit on that island,
it is valuable.
It's very valuable. I mean, when you can blitz your safeties and go cover 0 and still be locked down, right? I mean, I think we saw a DB in the Super Bowl, although he didn't win. I think the best guy on that field was that DB that we saw for the Patriots.
Yes, Christian Gonzalez.
Yeah, I mean, dude, tell me he didn't make money in that game.
Oh, he earned himself a checker.
But with that, folks, that does round out the newest additions to the Protect You crew. We continue to build just an absolute arsenal of talent here at Protection United. Guys that now we're allowed to dive just a little bit deeper on now that you're here, a member of the staff, Chase. We appreciate you taking the time to sit down and break down what will be the next wave of guys coming through Protection United and making their way to the collegiate level.
No doubt. Fired up to be here. Like I said, this is just the beginning, and I'll be here next week.
Yeah.
We're doing it again. We add into the crew.
Exactly. Yeah.
Absolutely. But
wait, hold on. Kabir Jesus got somebody on the YouTube.
But not only that, but little thing that I also did a little bit of digging on, and credits to our client relations manager, Addie Ferrell.
Okay.
She found some track highlights for CJ Wilson as well.
Okay.
We were able to go and dig deep on those, as you're going to see him breaking away here, coming in from that right side of the screen. He's currently holding it down to that outside lane, but my goodness, does he have some good takeoff speed. Look at that. Separating and getting away from the rest of the crew.
Oh, no. I see that.
There he goes.
Yeah,
there you go. Yeah.
Well, that's where we come into play. We bring the cameraman in.
Yeah. Please don't have me do it. If you have me do it, it'll be like the Blair Witch Project. I'm going to be all over the place, like all over.
Josh?
Yeah.
Josh?
He was like, man, it was a beautiful day. I see the clouds.
But no, here's the better look at it here. You saw that. Just nobody's catching him now.
He gone.
You know what you can't teach? Speed.
Yes.
You can't teach it.
Yeah.
You can't teach it. So big upside here for CJ. I'm fired up to
be working with this young man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, bro. I'm pumped.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pumped.
I'm pumped for a different reason, though, Jay.
Okay.
I'm pumped because we have cause for celebration once again.
All right. A celebration.
A celebration of sorts. We've talked
like
about...
cool in the game celebration.
Yes. Everybody, everyone around the world, come on. We talked about we were excited for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Birthdays, I think, have been a recurring thing here on the Protect You podcast.
Okay.
We've talked about Baby Jay's birthday.
Bro, Baby Jay was on the set live.
Yeah, he was.
I mean, he was the king. He was the champ of Game of Thrones, the baby edition.
We also had Protection United's first birthday. We had a chance to celebrate that as well.
Yeah.
But I think we have another birthday on set.
Okay.
I think
yours.
It's Not mine. You and I have the same birthday, so
that's right.
we would have to. We'd have to break out 2 birthday hats for
right.
that one.
Jake gets screwed over on that. I feel so bad. Like everybody showed me love, and then Jake puts in the group text. He's like, "Hey, Jake's stealing all the love. It's my birthday too." Like, damn, Jake.
I got you, Jake.
I feel bad. I got you too. I'm gonna make sure I tell you birthday first before anybody else. Midnight. Yeah. And then at 12:01, you can show me love after. But we gotta get Jake. Jake was in his feelings. He was in his feelings that day. He was hurt. He's got to share with me.
It's all right, though.
Are you sure?
Yes, it's all right.
Okay.
It's all right, because I know December 27th is a very hard day to get your own love, because you're coming fresh off the heels of Jesus' birthday on the 25th.
Sweet baby Jesus.
That's hard. That's hard. But a guy that gets his own day and his own cause for celebration is none other than our guy, Chase King.
Hey, happy birthday, big dog.
I can't take all the credit. I do share a birthday with one of my best friends, so just shouting him out here too a little bit.
What's his name?
Hayden Edwards, baseball coach at Belmont. And
is he watching?
I don't know if he's watching. He wanted to. I told him no. So we'll see if he found the other outlet, but I'll let him rewatch it. But I didn't want to. It ain't my only day. I got to shout out my boy back home.
Okay.
Baseball coach at Belmont, so we got connections if we were going to open up a division of baseball.
Ooh, all right.
It's good to know. I need to get in the lab and maybe check that out.
But it does bring up a very interesting question. We've talked about how some people get overshadowed on their birthdays.
Yeah,
you don't get to pick that.
Yeah,
and that's what really I don't get any say. I don't get any say from inside the womb. What the hell?
Names, birthdays.
Yeah.
When do we get?
When do I get to put my say out there? And that's a very interesting. I think a very interesting question.
With your name, though, you can change your name.
That is
legally.
True. I could change my name.
Remember, Ron Artest went Metal World Peace.
Chad Ochocinco.
Right. Prince, he went to Symbol.
Yeah.
I say maybe that's the play. Is I change my name to, and I become the podcaster formerly known as Jake Wilson. Maybe that's the play.
Yeah,
maybe that's the play.
Please do that. Please. I will give you a pay raise if you change your name to that, because that would be hilarious.
I will go to the courthouse right after. But Jay, it brings up a very interesting question of, could you change your birthday? What would you decide to change it to? And I think we know somebody that asks a lot of questions, that has a recurring segment here on the Protection United podcast.
Okay.
And that is none other than our own Addie Ferrell, who brings us in another edition of Crunch Time with Addie.
Hey guys, it's Addie, back with another question for Crunch Time with yours truly. So, some of us are blessed to have birthdays that allow us to be the center of attention for a whole day. But nobody had to choose their birthday. So, if you could change your birthday to any day of the year, when would it be and why? I'm excited to hear y'all's answers, and I'll see y'all later.
So obviously, very interesting question. If you could change your birthday to any day of the year, when would you change it to? I'll take over here to answer this one. I watch this show where they do presentations and they sit down. Any topic you can talk about, you go out there and you give a presentation over it. And one of them was, what is mathematically the best day for a birthday?
Okay.
And he took into account a lot of things. And Jay, one of the things that he took into account that you and I have never gotten to experience was the day in school when it's your birthday and everybody in your class is forced to celebrate you.
Cupcakes.
Yes, they bring out the cupcakes. Someone has to volunteer to bring the plates, and everyone tries to volunteer to bring the plates. So I sat down and I thought about that, and I was like, you know what? Maybe January-ish, maybe late January would be the right play.
Okay.
So I'm going to go with like January 23rd to January 24th, because you get that nice window. We're all coming fresh off of winter break. We get to celebrate it in class. There's also no big holidays going on around that time either. So nothing's really stealing my thunder. I'm going to go January 23rd.
Okay. January 23rd. All right.
I can see it. I mean, I understand. I didn't think about it that way. I'm with you though. I guess because I've always had that birthday. You know, that birthday where it kind of falls in. You're far enough out of Christmas where you get more presents.
Right.
You're not doubled up at once. But I always wanted maybe like a June 15th, a summer. Let's go to the lake. Take everybody to the lake. You got a whole week to do it. You know what I mean? You don't got to worry about going back to school or. Well, now I got work and stuff, but you don't have to worry about going. You can take your friends out to the lake, get in the sun, and then you still got 4th of July coming up with another So I'm gonna stick with June 15th.
All right, June 15th.
Good
That's a good one. And then just like Jake said, right? December 27th, right? Sucks. I was so jealous of everybody always having parties, and I never got to have a party. Nobody gave a crap. I didn't even get a happy birthday.
Didn't know it was your birthday.
Right. And so I make my decision based off of which time period doesn't have any holidays in it, right? I mean, January is too soon for me, right? I mean, because see, Jake, you picked the date, but then you got Dr. King's holiday. You might get, then you got Black History Month all of February. So now, now you're getting buried down because you can't take away from that.
Day.
Right. Then you got Valentine's Day. My mom's birthday is in February. However, there's a month that it's not a whole lot going on. And it's the month of March. Now, granted, here's the deal. I love March Madness. I told myself when I started my company 10 years ago and went out on my own that I was going to watch the NCAA tournament first 2 rounds. Apparently, I got a crappy boss because that is not happening yet at all. I hope it happens this March. I feel like I've hired enough people here to where now I can be free to watch the first round. But that being said, I would love for my birthday to be right there. It's coming out of spring break, right? And so people are feeling good. They're relaxed. Now you can celebrate me that following week coming out of spring break, and the NCAA tournament's going on at the same time. Now we can go party. Watch basketball, tournament style, and y'all just love and celebrate me.
That's a pretty sweet deal.
Love it.
Yeah. I like it. Good rationales all around, I think. We all settled on some really solid dates. Unfortunately, though, we can't pick and choose when we're born. We can't pick and choose those birthdays, but we hope that you all enjoyed it. Be sure to comment down below. What do you think you would change your birthday to? If you do, be sure to come on over to the Protection United YouTube channel. Be sure to click that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you get notified every single time we go live, as well as the expansion into YouTube Shorts. We've seen great support from all of that. We truly do appreciate.
Those things have been hitting.
Yeah, they have.
Oh, actually had a good idea there, creating that. Like one of them, you said we almost had like 2,000 views. With my whole kolaches.
To say the LL Cool J.
Oh, it was the LL Cool J
story.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was the kolaches and coffee. It's the LL story.
Yeah, it was the LL story was the one that did gangbusters on YouTube Shorts.
Scared to go read the comments on it. Oh, wait, before we go, I think Computer Jesus has one for us.
I just want to give a shout out to Adrian Ortiz and Jesus Rodriguez for commenting on YouTube.
Fantastic, man.
Love it.
We appreciate not only the comments on the on-demand stuff, but also those of y'all tuning in to watch the live stream here on YouTube, as well as on our other platforms of X and Facebook. It really does mean the absolute most. If you missed this one and you want to go back and watch the full thing, it will be available right as soon as we're done on this one on the Protection United YouTube channel. But Chase, again, thank you so much for coming in. Rocco, thank you as well so much for coming in. Jay, this has been an excellent one, and I'm very happy we were able to get it done.
Yeah, brother. Hey, it's fun times, and it's only the beginning for us here at Protection United. So make sure y'all stay tuned. It's going to be a movie. Get your popcorn ready.
Absolutely. Thank you all so much again for tuning in. I've been Jake Wilson, as always, alongside Jay Mickens. Justin Woods was our excellent producer. We hope to catch you all on the next one.